Good evening, or good afternoon, fellow YouTubers, and welcome to another grand and glorious episode of Arizona Podcast, starring now your host, Mr. Arizona. It is now 12:27 in the afternoon on Monday, November 13th, 2023. And I'm going to be speaking just a little bit on a serious note, then I'll address the chat accordingly. Um, for one thing, happy Monday to everyone. I hope you are having a happy, safe, and rather abundant day thus far. Me, I'm doing quite well. Um, I've actually calmed myself for a little bit. Um, Done a few things and all that. So, what's up, Diamond? How are you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. But anyway, I need to talk on a serious note, and this is very important. It's about the world and the people that live within it. Now, as it says in the title, the world can be a very strange, interesting, and very exciting place. That's awesome, Diamond. Good to hear. Here, if you want to come up here and just chit chat for a little while, you're more than welcome to. Hopefully, I can hear you. I'm on my earbuds, so. But if anybody wants to come up, they're more than welcome to at this point. I want to talk about the world is very strange, very exciting, and it's a wonderful place to be in. Very unpredictable at times. You know, things can change at the drop of a hat. You know, whether it's for better or it's for worse or for richer or poorer. Kind of like a marriage, till death do us part. And it's actually quite interesting. And yes, I have done some meditation and I have done some private prayer as well. And I've gotten myself in a better frame of mind, so to speak. Because I've learned one thing and one thing only. Faith can move mountains. But you know, the hardest and the most toughest war to fight, the most toughest thing to fight in your life is the war and the conflict that goes on right inside of you every single day. Think about it. Life is a war. There's always conflict. To do the right thing or do the wrong thing, or go to the left or go to the right. Decision making. There's constant conflict going on in people's heads constantly. And that is the deciding factor on should you do this, should you do that, should you do this, or should you do that. Now, with me, on the other hand, I'm one of those types of guys that doesn't really think about anything because where I was brought up, where I was conditioned, I was conditioned to do one thing and one thing only. Shut up and do as I was told. That's it. I wasn't conditioned to think for myself. I wasn't conditioned to do things for myself. That was foreign to me. I never knew how to do things for myself. I never knew how to do anything. I learned by watching, but I never put any of it into practice. And then finally, when I got out into the real world, when I got out from the simple comforts of my home, when I was living with my parents, I was scared. I was a bit intimidated because I wasn't sure how I was going to survive, how I was going to be out there, how people were going to treat me, how I was going to be able to treat myself, because I knew nothing about the ways of the world because my dad tried my best to shield me away from all of it. He tried his best to just say, don't worry about it. Shut up and do as you're told. I'll handle the rest. And that's what I was brought up to do. But then I got into my first relationship and I already knew how to cook, how to clean, and how to take care of myself. I just never put it into practice. And the hardest thing in the world for me was relationship. Because I wasn't experienced in it, so I knew nothing about it. When I first got together with the first woman that I fell in love with, I got together with her. We lived together, and it got to the point to where we wanted to sleep with each other because we were living together. So she got naked, I got naked, and she was laying on the bed. And I was like, well, now what? And she started laughing at me, and I was like, what is there to laugh at here? I don't see anything laughable. I'm asking a legitimate question. What do we do now? And she started laughing more, and I'm like, well, what's so goddamn funny? All I did was ask, what am I supposed to do? What do I do here? What do we do? Because my father never, or my mother, never sat me down and explained the birds and the bees. so to speak. They never explained that to me. I had to figure that out on my own. And so I was left, and she was like, well, I can't really tell you how to do any of this. You're going to have to figure it out on your own. And I was like, great, well, how do I do it? And so I just did trial and error, trial and error, trial and error until eventually I figured it out. And it was okay because I was brought up that the way I was brought up, that sex before marriage is strictly taboo, that you're not supposed to do that. That I was brought up to where, I was actually terrified of sex because I was scared of getting diseases, scared of getting all these kind of horrible things. And I was like, dude, I felt like saying sex is just like playing Russian roulette with your life, with your body. And it's like, I was so terrified of it that I didn't want nothing to do with it. I honest to God didn't. I didn't want anything to do with it. And then I was introduced to something else called a condom. I didn't know what the hell it was. It looked like a goddamn balloon. And I'm like, what do you do with these things? I was laughed at again. And I was like, what? I don't know. I don't know these things are. I don't know what the hell to do with them. So once again, that was another hurdle that I had to overcome. And believe it or not, to be honest with you, not one single condom fit there at all. I've tried every last one of them. I've tried the ribbed, I've tried the lubricated, I've tried the non-lubricated, I've tried all of them. And none of them seem to work. Oh, I got somebody who wants to come up. Get lost, Dave. God damn. Out of here. It was Dave again. I don't feel like arguing with you today, David. I really don't. I understand that's what you prefer. I understand that's what you like to do. But I don't really want to do that to you today. Okay? I really don't. I appreciate you wanting to come up here and talk, but still, with you, it's just going to be an argument. It's just going to be a shit fight, and I just don't want to deal with it, man. I really don't. Let's see if you're probably going to come up here again. Yep, you're doing it again. Why can't you just do me a favor and just leave me and my channels alone? Damn. Looking, hey, do you got anything better to do than bothering me, or is anybody else live? Well, fuck with them. Well, why are you fucking with me for? Jesus, you act like you're just like hearing impaired or something, or you act like you're, somewhat retarded or something. Wow. You're really that brainless? Well, let's see who that is now. Is this Dave again? I'll bet you it is. Yeah, it is. Bye, dude. How many more of your accounts do I have to kick before you get the fucking clue? I mean, I don't want to talk to you, dude. All you're going to do is come up here and start shit. That's all you're going to do. Not even worth it, man. I mean, seriously, can't you just give up? Can't you just stop? Can't you just say, well, okay, I quit. Just don't bother me no more, man. You know, you and I used to talk really good. Remember when we used to talk on Twitter? Remember when you had a good paying job? Remember when you had that decent car that is sitting in your parents' driveway? Remember when you had that? Because you don't maintain it? You know, whatever happened to the real Dave 25 that I know? This ain't you, dude. This ain't who you are, and you know that. You know, and I know why you're doing this. I really do. You're upset about something, okay? You're upset and you're hurt about something, and therefore you're using this trolling and rolling to compensate for it. You know, and I get it. Maybe maybe it was because, you know, now from what you stated, and I quote, that your mother or some family member had passed away. Is that, if that's correct? Or if it's not correct, I don't know. Or maybe they separated or something, and you're upset about it. And I get it. I get it. Because most kids are, especially males in the family, are more connected with their mothers than they are with their fathers. And I get it. And I kind of understand why you you look up to me, David. I get it. Because I'm probably the closest thing to a father figure that you've ever had in your life. And I get it. I understand where you're coming from, Dave. I do. You're hurting, dude. You're hurt. And you're taking it out on everybody else. And that ain't fucking right, dude. Whatever happened to the sports broadcasting? You know, you used to do great sports broadcasts. Remember when you brought me over on a panel and you interviewed me? Remember when we used to talk to each other on Hangouts calls? Me, you, Wagon, and fucking and fucking T-Bomb. Remember? All of us used to talk to each other all the fucking time. We used to all be friends. We used to all be cool with one another. And now it's just this all the time. I mean, is this the way you want to spend the rest of your time on YouTube? Like this? Seriously, David, think about it, man. You're a good person with a lot of potential, and you're pissing it all away. Look at what you're doing to yourself. Look at what you're doing to the people in the community, dude. Do you even give a fuck? Do you even care? Seriously, dude. You have so much potential, man, and you're just throwing it away over stupid trolling and fake drama. It's dumb, dude. It really is. Shouldn't be lowering yourself to garbage standards because you know you're not like that. I've known you for a long time, David, since 2015. And I know sure as fuck you're not like what you are now. I know you're not. You're doing this because you're upset with something that's happened in your life, and you don't know how to handle it properly. You don't know how to fucking handle it, and you're using drama as a fucking out to fucking take it out on everybody else and make people feel bad just like you do. Dave, it's sad, dude, man. The amount of potential that you have and the amount of stuff that you can actually be doing that's for a good cause, but yet you're just throwing it all away over stupid trolling on YouTube and fake drama. It's just sad. I mean, if you would have done it right, Dave, can you imagine how many subs you would really have on your channel right now? You would have over 1K or more if you would have kept going the way you were going with the sports and everything. Everybody's into sports, dude. Look how much views you got on your wrestling shit that you did. Remember that? Remember when you had me on panel talking about Hulk Hogan and shit? Imagine how much views and subs you got over that shit. Seriously, David, I'm telling you the truth, man. You have so much more potential than what you're doing right now, and it's sad, dude. Because I know you well. I know you a lot better than this. I know you're better than this. You just choose not to be that way. And that's why everybody in the drama community just about fucking hates you because of it. And it's sad. It's sad for you to piss away your fucking YouTube career over this bullshit. The drama community has turned you into a piece of shit, Dave, that you're not. You need to wipe that shit off, clear it off, and fucking be a fucking upstanding young man. Because you know what? When you go online, you're not only carrying your name, but you're carrying your family's name and your family pride with it. And when you embarrass yourself or make an ass of yourself, you make an ass of your whole entire family, dude, because you represent your family when you are out online on a public platform. And when you embarrass yourself and make an ass of yourself, you embarrass your whole fucking family. And they're ashamed of you for doing it that way when you know better than that. Truth hurts, doesn't it? But it's the truth. I'm not going to sit here and bash you. I'm not going to sit here and make fun of you. No. I'm just going to tell you the goddamn truth about what it truly is, David. And I want you to hear my words, and I hope they reach you one day. I really do. And I hope you make a good, positive change, because you can. I know you fucking can, David. I know you can. I've seen it dozens of times. And this is not just talking shit or fucking blowing smoke up your ass or kissing your ass or anything like that. It's telling the fucking truth. It's telling you exactly what you need to hear. Coming from me, because you watch me all the time. This is not an insult video. It's telling you the fucking truth. Like a man. Instead of rambling on and fake drama like a fucking idiot. I'm telling you the truth. I'm being respectful. I'm being truthful. I'm speaking from the goddamn heart. I want you to listen to this video. I want you to repeat it over and over and over in your head. Because maybe that's what you need. Instead of people fucking talking shit on you, crapping on you, and this and that, maybe you need someone to just set you aside and say, look at what you're doing. Look at what you're doing to the people of this community. Look at what you're doing to yourself. Doesn't that bother you? Don't you care? Shit. Doesn't that bother you that you get blocked out of every community, that you get kicked off of every panel? Doesn't that bother you that people ignore you and don't want to be around you? Doesn't that bother you? It should, because half of them are your viewers. Half of them are your subscribers. And they're dropping away one by one because of what you're doing. Shit, man. Instead of trolling and rolling and wasting your time with me, why don't you grow your fucking channel right? Instead of doing it all wrong like you're doing, dude. Remember that one day that I was talking in your chat and it was snowing outside your house? Remember that? That was fun. It was snowing like hell inside your house. We were all chatting it up, chopping it up, having a good old time. Why can't we all go back to those type of days? Instead of just shitting on one another and crapping on one another. Fucking shit gets old after a while, dude. It does. For everybody. You know, the old saying goes, if you don't have something nice to say to somebody, then don't say it to them at all. If you're in a chat where you're not wanted, then just leave. If you're in a channel where you're not wanted, then just leave. Just go. Leave them alone. Let them do their own thing without you. Simple. There's plenty of YouTubers out there besides me. There's plenty people to troll besides me. I'm not like the only dumbass around there. There's plenty of other dumbasses. Maybe you might find one just like me, and that way you'll be happy just hanging around there. You know, you never can tell, man. Like I said, I'm not being mean. I'm not being pissy. I'm not fucking taking the piss out of anybody. I'm just telling it the truth, man. This is what people in the drama community need. They need a dose of fucking reality. Live in this goddamn fantasy world with our head in the sand when it ain't like that. And it's sad that people live in a filtered reality with their head in the sand, claiming that it's not happening, it's not happening, it's not happening, when it sure as fuck is. We all love contributing to the problem, but not the fucking solution. If you don't like somebody, then shut the fuck up about them and go your own way. Simple as that. They got that little red button that's called unsubscribe. Unsubscribe, leave the goddamn channel. Simple as that. If you like them, stick around. If you don't, fucking leave. Get the fuck out. Simple as that. Because that way, guess what? If you're unsubscribed to them and you don't know what they're saying, The fucking shit never fucking happened. I unsubscribed to everybody I don't care for anymore. Everybody I got rid of. Because I don't care to listen to that garbage no more. Period. Point blank. It's nothing against anybody. It's just my personal preference. And that's why you'll never see any part of me anywhere else but right here on this channel and any of the other of my channels. That's it. And if there's other accounts of me rolling around, I would suggest you check it before you fucking bitch at me about it, because it ain't me. I guarantee it ain't me. So like I said, David, I didn't start talking shit first. I'm telling you the truth. And if you don't like it, oh well. It's called reality. Not the filtered fantasy land that you guys live in. Sorry to have to put it that way, but it's true. And you know, I get sick and tired of repeating myself daily over the same shit, over the same crap, over and over and over again. Like, wow, why can't you guys just listen the first time so I don't have to repeat myself over and over and over and over again? It's like talking to a bunch of little fucking 5-year-olds, for God's sakes. Jesus Christ. We're all grown-ass adults here. We all know what we're doing. Fucking do it, for God's sakes. Find your passion on YouTube. Find out what you want to do, really do on YouTube, and fucking do it. Take the time to actually pursue it and do it. Instead of letting your dreams sit there and idle, why not fucking do it? Make them happen. David, if you want to be that professional sports announcer with all your professional equipment, fucking do the goddamn thing. Don't just say you're going to do it and then never do it. Do it. Do the little fucker. Do it. Don't be afraid to pursue your dreams, guys. Because dreams are just like muscles. If you don't exercise them, they slowly disappear and fade away. Me, I'm taking my time, and I'm making shit happen. I'm trying my best to keep up with at least 3 vlogs every single day. And I've been trying to do it religiously ever since the 14th of October. So I got one hell of a lot of content. And I'll put it out. I'll put it out in my own time, my own place. But at the meantime, I'm working on it. I'm taking the time to make videos, to put them through the rendering process, to fucking put them together for you guys to watch. Unedited, unfiltered, everything. It's just plain old videos like I used to. I'm going back to my fucking roots, to the basic of when I first started here. Because I know I can do it. And when I put out all that content, oh boy, I won't even have to fucking live stream very much anymore. Because my fucking channel basically will just take care of itself. Get a whole shit ton of videos, schedule them out, put them all together, and boom. Let the channel run itself. And I don't have to do a goddamn thing. Not one. I don't have to live stream maybe but once or twice a week. And leave it at that. You know, I don't have to put much effort into it because the effort has already been put in there. All I have to do, open the floodgates and let it out. That's it. That's the beauty of it. And yes, I'm going to make up some shorts as well. Shorts and videos and live streams every now and then. That's it. Pretty cut and dry, you know, nothing in between. Well, like I said, let me calm down for a little bit and we'll get back to our normal conversation about the world. Like I said, the world is a very strange, beautiful, but yet very unpredictable place. It can change really quickly from one thing to another. One minute it could be sunny, and the next minute, boom, it changes and it rains. Or one minute it could be cold outside, next thing you know, it changes, and all of a sudden it gets warm. Or in other places it could snow, you know, depending on where you're at in the world. Well, you know, the world, to me, the world is a thing of beauty. Because there's all kinds of things in it that are just waiting to be explored. I mean, think about it. There's actually parts of the world that we as mankind have never even explored yet. Now that's the interesting part about it. There are parts of the world that we as human beings have never explored yet. From the deepest parts of the ocean to the most uncharted and uncut places on land as well. That's why the world's to me, is the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. So much potential and so many people from all different parts of the world, from all different cultures, all different religions, all different everything. It's just great. That's why I'm blessed to be a part of this world. And I'm blessed to be in it. And in this world, I've had many blessings in this world. I've come across some very, very interesting people in this world. Some people that I prefer to be around. Some people that I don't prefer to be around. Some people that I like and some people that I don't like that much. It's not that I hate them, because I don't. I never hate anybody. I always have eternal love for everybody. But it's just that, some people I prefer to be around and enjoy being around. And some people I don't prefer to be around and I don't enjoy being around. It's just like selecting a flavor of ice cream or a favorite restaurant that you eat at. All restaurants are good because they serve food. Now, the quality of food is basically off of individual preference. Some people prefer quality over quantity, and some people prefer quantity over quality. So it just depends, So yeah. Anyway, I think I've pretty much said what I needed to say on here and vented what I needed to vent on here. So I'm going to go ahead and head out. So much love to everybody, and I will see you on the next Arizona podcast. Take care, everyone. Peace.